welcome to the third review of the evening. Up this time is Hidden Through Time 2 Myths and Magic. Join Clicky on a new enchanted adventure in Hidden Through Time Myths and Magic. Search for hidden objects scattered around the hand drawn worlds and unlock more as you go. It's both a single player campaign and an online mode where you can create your own dream world. The adventure never ends. Right, so this game was assigned to the Galax for review, so over to him for the details.
So I have a bone to pick with you.
Okay.
When you introduced this game to me, I said, that sounds like a hidden object game. And you said it's not a hidden object game, and it's totally a hidden object game.
I think I might have gotten it mixed up with something else.
Okay.
Yeah, the there's another Hidden Through Time game, Hidden Through Time 2 Discovery. Like that was
Okay.
jumbling the memory. Yeah.
Okay, so there's the
So
there's the main branch, and then maybe there's a branch that
yeah,
isn't.
yeah,
Okay. So yeah, in this,
yeah. That
it is a hidden object game, but it is not like the hidden object games we reviewed entirely too much of before. It is all a consistent art style, and you have to find specific objects hidden in each stage. Uh, they are usually at approximately appropriate things, but if you mouse over the images down, the target images down at the bottom thing, you get a little text blurb that says where it likely is, or it kind of gives you a hint about where it is. Also, for rooms and things, you can frequently click to open them, and for multi-story buildings, you could open the first. You can open each story separately to find the things that you're looking for. There are a few things that you can change, such as opening containers or collapsing folding screens. Um, and there are, and each zone has two weather or daylight, two environmental conditions, we'll say, that some things are available in each of them. So, for example, Petty the cat is behind that folding screen that you were playing with. The duck was down by that circle of birds you started staring at.
mhm.
And the sausages are in the kitchen, which is in the bottom floor of the building.
That's a sausage? I thought that was a snake.
It has links.
Anyway.
So yeah, there are some things that are there in either time period. You can open things and look around. Sometimes when you open a thing, it makes it so you can't see something that was there when it was closed. So you might need to unopen it sometimes, but usually not. So anyway, you only need to get a few things to progress to the new thing, to the next stage, but to the next map. But I believe it tracks completion for getting all of them, and also there is a hidden object that is, or a secret objective that is the same in each stage in the same setting. So, for example, in all of the Arabian Nights ones, it's that little gold coffer. In all of the magical 80s stages, it is a like gas can type thing. I'm not sure if it's supposed to be magical or what. They don't really describe it very well.
Hmm.
But yeah, you get. So yeah, in each of the four, there's medieval times, 1001 Nights, uh, magical 80s, and crap, I forget the fourth one. But yeah, there are 4 different themes. Now it's bothering me. Anyway, uh, and each one there's a series of stages you go through. If you get the hidden objective in each stage of the thing, you unlock an additional stage that sort of is a bonus part of the loosely story.
Mm.
It's not that involved, but it's neat. Uh, so this is the sort of the single player aspect of the game. The other aspect of the game, which I only really looked at the hows of and didn't really do too much playing around with, is that it also lets you create your own maps using all of the tools that to create all of the things here.
Mm.
Um, so it lets you place characters and buildings and change the ground color and stuff, and define a weather condition to change, and place and define objectives, and change what visual layer things are on so that you can have things partly hidden behind other things. Basically, it gives you all the tools for if you have, a vision to create something as elaborate as the main stage. It also lets you uh, share those online and also download them from anyone else who has done so. Which is certainly an interesting way to expand your playtime. But if you want it to look good, I imagine doing that will be extremely elaborate.
Mm-hmm.
Also, there is a noticeable difficulty curve throughout each setting. Like,
Mm.
the environments are more complicated and there are more things to find. And in some cases, the hints get worse, but I think that might not be as intentional. Also, it is important to the objectives bar. It's kind of annoying to me. It doesn't sort them at all by when they're available. So I've
Yeah.
caught myself a couple of times. Where's the mouse? Where's the mouse? Oh, right, the mouse is only found when it's snowing.
Well, and also some of these are relatively nondescript, so I couldn't tell what I was looking for. In the last one was a fucking monkey. I thought I was looking for a little mouse.
Oh, well, okay. So can you mouse over the bottom things?
Yeah.
It does give you a text hint that approximately suggests where it is.
Yeah, it said you'll never find me in here. I was looking for a small mouse in the main
Oh.
building. But turned out there was a giant monkey in
Hmm.
a bell
Oh,
tower.
it's probably because you have the window small. I would not recommend playing this. It's smaller than like 1400 by 900 probably.
Mm.
Uh, it was a monkey, and the reason it was a monkey that you couldn't find that monkey is because it's the brown monkey.
Mm.
It
But
does
you see
always
what
show
I'm
you
saying, you know.
Yeah, it does always show you exactly what you're looking for. Some of the things like the banana or the mouse can be extremely small. It's
Mm.
not always the same thing in each stage, obviously, but some things do recur either in different themes because they're just graphical assets the game have. I did like 2 themes and I definitely found the green parrot about 4 times. But yeah, also it is sometimes tricky to remember what you can, or rather I should say it isn't telegraphed well what you can manipulate and what you can't, such as for the fact that on maps like this one, you can look below decks on a boat and you can open and close the boat's sails.
Mm.
And they usually have stuff hidden in places that you have to open and close, although there's obviously way more things that you can manipulate than there are actual secrets because there's only a handful of secrets.
Right.
So yeah, overall, I don't know, it's cute, the music is nice, the plot is simple. It's not aesthetically offensive like a lot of the hidden object games we've had to do in the past are. Um, but some of the things are a little bit too small. Some of the hints aren't amazing. That's more or less what I have for that. And the creative thing seems interesting, but it would take a lot of effort to make something good. And I did flip through some of the ones that were available for download, and only some of them look good. Some of them are very not really being very artistic about it.
Mm.
Um, so what are they asking for the price wise, Adam?
It's a good question. It's a bit pricey for a hidden object game. It is clocking in at $12.99.
Hmm. Okay, so if you enjoy like a Where's Waldo type thing, and think like first off, you might be okay with just that, but particularly if you actually think you'd get any use out of like trying to do the play with the design tools, that sounds reasonable. But if you're not
Mm-hmm.
a fan of Where's Waldo type hidden object stuff, because it's that kind of thing and not the other one,
Mm-hmm.
um, it's less likely to appeal to you. I guess there is. I mean, there are a decent number of puzzles. It's probably around 30 something puzzles.
Mm.
So yeah, I guess that's about what I gotta say. It's very like you'll know if this kind of game appeals to you at all. But
Okay. Um, all right. So that'll about do it for this game. Be sure to tune in after the break as we review Valis, the Phantasm Soldier Collection.